Good morning, it's Thursday. Yep, 5:55 is the time a.m. as I'm headed down to town for men's Bible study. So what we gotta understand is that if we are going to regain our freedoms and our liberties, our lives, our properties, everything that we have been told, which has been a lie, we have to take it back ourselves. Everything has been a lie. We have been fooled. You shall own nothing and you'll be happy. Isn't that the new motto? Wow, we live in this world of illusion right now that we think we're free, but then look at what happened to Mr. Manzanares for over a supposed parking violation. That's just one of many cases. There's Jimmy Jones, there's Coley, who have also been injured, and I know a lot of you out there have also been mistreated by law enforcement. All this is tyranny, folks, under the shroud of a lie. And if we are going to take it back, we have to take it back. We cannot be complacent. We will form a General Assembly. We will make our own decisions. We will sever the tie that we have with the state. Don't forget, the state is a corporation. They are acting as our God, and they are not. We are subservient to them. And how? Look at property taxes. Look at taxes. Look at everything around you. Holy smokes, it's apparent. We need to break the tie. The General Assembly will do that. We will meet. We will reinstall the Articles of Confederation. We will also bring back the 13th Amendment. The Bill of Rights will start to be enforced, and we will take it back. The treasurer is our bank. We will put all of our monies in the treasurer. We will allot them as what's needed. We will tighten budgets. We will start to repair the roads, the infrastructure. And oh my God, the jail and the courthouse. I'm half tempted that those that voted and supported for that should pay it for themselves. We voted that thing down twice. We could have remodeled the old courthouse, even torn it down, and rebuilt one. We got a parking lot right next to it for a lot less money than what we're spending now, and we'll continue to spend. Because if the county sells that building, believe you me, it will return into some type of hotel, resort, whatever you want to call it, whatever they're going to do with it, but it's going to be designed to generate revenue because it's location, location, location. And think of the traffic congestion that's going to be there. And oh, God forbid, if they make the 160 a one-lane road, oh gee, I can see it coming now. Why do these people think like this and create more problems than try and solve them? Wow. And and I need, with all the new added population, we're going to need an upgraded water treatment system, folks. We're going to have to manage our water. And if that means putting a moratorium on buildings and permittings in order to assess what we have left for water, let me open up the gate. We have to do that. Without water, we're done. And Lord knows we're sucking it down. A lot of wells have gone dry, including mine. And yeah. We're taking the table down, and we have to ensure that we have water 50, 100 years out, so that way our grandkids can have water here and enjoy what we're enjoying too. How greedy of us and irresponsible of us to diminish that resource. I mean, that's our greatest resource. It would be nice to have a little silver mine, if anybody has any ideas about that. But how we're going to do that is very simple. I will deputize as many able men and women as want to be deputized. We will take an oath to the Constitution before God, and we will start to take our county back. Now, granted, we're going to have, a lot of us are going to have to do this voluntarily. I'm sure the county we don't want to use up all of its resources on doing this, so we're going to have to do it voluntarily. We're going to have to get out there, we're going to have to apprehend, we're going to have to keep the peace, and we're going to have to be in shifts. We got to have people down in Arbalese and Allison. We got to have people down in Cromo. I mean, we got to have people all over the county that are going to instill safety and security so people can sleep with peace of mind. It's really simple, but it takes all of us. We're all going to have to do it. So please, I need people to step forward. And the first place to step forward is April 4th for the town elections. The county has 2 Dominion machines. I'm not sure how the county or the town counts its votes, but I'm sure it goes to the county. We have to make sure that the ballots are counted by hand. We cannot trust the Dominion machines or anything electronical. They can be hacked and they can be changed. And we've seen how much that has happened over the last few years. Oh my God, it goes back before they even had the damn machines, to be honest with you. Yep, it goes back. Who controls that recorder? And you know how you can tell? Just go down and be a volunteer. Go down and sign up for a judge. Look how frickin' difficult they make it for you to do it. That's because they won't want you there to see what's going on. You have to force your way, demand your rights, that you want to verify the vote count, that you want to be a judge. Don't sit there and play their little game of, oh, well, you got to take a class. What, take a class to look and see how somebody's counting something? Are you crazy? Really? Do they really think we're that stupid, that it's that complicated? We have to take a damn class to see him verify him counting votes? Oh, gee. Yeah, just like getting thrown on the asphalt with ice over a supposed parking violation. You see the depth of this control manipulation? It has got to stop. We have got to take it back. No other way. We have got to do it. People, we need to get you up and need to get you moving. This is critical. If we do not do this, we will lose what little bit we have, and we will lose our properties. We will lose our homes. They will eventually come after everything. They're going to try and force us into this digital monetary system where social scoring will be the rule of the day. I mean, wow. How many asses are we going to have to kiss to get likes, to get enough money to get a gallon of gas? Oh, and speaking of gas, how much is that going to go through the roof? Look at the corruption all the way around the world. We've been had. This COVID-19 thing was, yes, don't get me wrong, it was serious. A lot of people lost their lives, but they don't give a shit about us. It's their means to an end. And they use this to divide us, to make us sick, and to separate us, to lose small businesses. Small businesses are the heartbeat of every community, especially this one when we are so dependent on tourism. Come on, wake up. This has got to stop. And the only way we're going to do it is by you getting up and doing something about it. No more sitting back and bitching and complaining from wherever you're sitting back and bitching and complaining from. Yeah, bitch and complain and then get up and do something about it. Join with us. Join with anybody that is there to protect your rights and our freedoms. We have the right in the First Amendment to free speech, to freedom of religion, and any God you so desire. But remember, common law, we shall cause no harm. We will always tell the truth, and we will take responsibility for our actions. Under common law, we can make the rules designed for us. Not for a nation, but for us. Our needs are different than the whole nation. Every county's needs is different than the whole nation. We have the right to organize a general assembly of our own and start doing what is right for us. Taking back our budget, taking back control, taking back our law enforcement, eliminating the town, maybe going to 5 commissioners, and then incorporating town. We don't need duplicity in taxes and law enforcement. What we need is unity. And look at the town. I mean, wow. Their tax base, well, follow the cash registers. That's the boundaries of the town, for crying out loud. And in the meantime, the communities other than the town in itself are abandoned. No. We are a county, and we will act as a county. We will eliminate the town. We will add 2 new positions, and we will start managing the entire county. No more duplicity. Yeah, we need to start working together, and this is one of the ways to do it. And we can do that. Yeah, we can. We can. What do they call it? Metropolitan district. We can unify everything, and that way, we can get all the communities aboard and start doing what's right for us. Start spending the money BACRIP needs. That's with us. Maintain our infrastructure. our schools, and our law enforcement. And yeah, as far as the airport's concerned, there's enough wealthy people. If they want to have improvements and do whatever they want to do, then let them spend their own damn money. I'm sorry. Why is it always we the taxpayers that have to pay for, for the elites? I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. We've already spent enough on that airport. Let the people that are using it, let them maintain it. Yes, they will have to go through us as far as improvements or putting up a tower or doing anything like that. They're still going to have to adhere to the rules that we make regarding that airport and who comes in and who goes out. I know there's a lot of midnight flights and early morning flights that come in and out of here. Lord knows, enough of you have seen them, and so have I. It's scary sometimes why we needed such a large airport for such a small community. Doesn't it make you think that something nefarious is going on here? Well, made me think, oh, hey, I'm a pilot. I used to fly until I had kids going to college. Then I had to pay for that, and that was the end of my flying days. But I've got about 500 hours in retractable high-performance aircraft. So I kind of know the rules. I know how these things work. So, don't think I'm done talking out of my ass on this, because I have a pretty good idea. I've got over 500 hours. I've flown in multiple areas, and so I know, how these things work. So, yeah, it's an 8,000-foot runway, people. Don't need that unless you're flying large aircraft coming in. And we've seen them. But that's another issue too. We can discuss that. But that's the beauty of this. We get together and we discuss. We got the Ross Aerogarden Center down there. That's plenty of room for this little community, because usually only 5 to 7% of people show up, and out of that maybe 3% actually will do something. The others are pretty much, they just kind of, they support, they go along, but for some reason or another, they go home. I don't know why, but that's the statistic. That's the way it's always been. So let's remember, please, let's be part of that 3%. Let's increase that to 10%, because then in this community, we've got 12,000 people. Yeah, that's enough to run us. And some of the things we're going to do is as we're creating the posse, we're going to have constitutional classes. We're going to learn about our history and the Articles of Confederation that were kind of pushed off the side, because don't forget, the elite still control the money, the trade, and the banks. And as long as they have those three, they've got us by the yingy. And so we will bring back the Articles of Confederation. We will bring back the 13th Amendment. And it's already in the Constitution. Read it. Article 1, the last paragraph, Section 9. And read the last paragraph before it goes to 10. And it's about nobility. Esquires, these people, the Bar Association, has been running us for years, and since 1871, let's put it that way, when we went to a corporation. Now, yeah, a lot of you are going to think, oh, he's talking out of it. No. Do the research. Look at it. We are a corporation. Our town is a municipality. What does that mean? And they go by the state. They don't listen to us. They get elected and they do whatever the state tells them, not we the people tell them. And a good example of that is we voted down the jail and the courthouse twice. And they still turn around and they up our you-know-whats. And, and we're paying for it and didn't have a say-so. That ought to infuriate you. It does me. It just shows you the depth of their fraud and their corruption. And that's why I named the campaign Americans Against Fraud and Corruption, because it's not about one man. I'm willing to stand up and start this ball game, and believe me, it's caused me some marital problems, and it's caused me some family problems, because there's concerns, and rightfully so they have them, because, look what we're fighting up against. They will stoop to no level to silence anybody that speaks out of line. Well, you know what? Screw them. I'm sorry. I'm willing to do it, and I'm an old frickin' man. You need to get off your asses, you young ones, and you start needing to stand up too. Don't just leave it to me. I'm just, wow. And there's a lot of good people out there that believe in what I'm saying, and we all believe the same thing. It's not just me, it's everybody. We have got to do it. It cannot be just a handful of people. And please, if you want to join us, Our little group meets over at the Lone Spur every Monday at 6 o'clock. And of course, that's subject to change as we can get availability, as long as they'll put up with us. People buy a meal there because they're not normally open on Mondays, so they open up for us. So that's a big expense for them, and bless them for doing that for us, because they believe in our cause too. And it's limited room. So if you do go, be prepared to buy a meal. It's Monday. Come on, go out and spend $20. And at the same time, contribute to the candidates that are running, because they need money too. This thing isn't for free. My bumper stickers weren't for free, and bless those that have contributed so far. It's a start. It's not a lot, but it's a start. It's a start to get business cards and bumper stickers, and pretty much that's about it right now. But you know what? I'm letting people decide for themselves. I'm not out begging, and I'm letting people decide for themselves that they believe enough, then they can drop $10-15, 20 tops, because then I got to start reporting some of this bullshit, because there again, I got to play the state's game. Same thing with the fingerprint thing. It's not the fingerprints. Lord knows. No, I've already got my fingerprints over in Montezuma County. And I've taken them. I've shown them to the BOCC. I've shown them to Alvin. The county attorney's seen them, who actually runs the show, by the way. A bar agent, an esquire. Oh, yeah. Prosecutors, same thing. Judges, same thing. Oh, people, we've got a lot of cleaning to do. And we got to do it fast. We cannot allow it to stay and fester. We got to clean and chop the head off this snake quickly. So please, we need people to step up. We need to start training and getting prepared for this, because we are going to have in place people to run the judicial system, referees. If you go to my website and if you read some of the articles, you'll see what I'm thinking we should do. And of course, that's up to you at the General Assemblies. But in the meantime, we got to cut the head off the snake. It's like any cancer or any wound. You got to get rid of it as fast as you can in order for it to heal and to recover. There you go. So, and that's going to take a lot. We're gonna piss a lot of people off. A lot of families are going to be mad at us. But you know what? Justice will be served. And it will be served equitably. And you, the juries that we're going to form, and volunteer and sign up for the juries, because that's going to be important. Because, excuse me, 12 people will make the decision, and the referee will determine if it's within common law and the Bill of Rights, and agree if whatever you decide for a punishment will be. And if that's fair and equitable, everybody agrees. Okay, that's fine. So who knows? That's not my decision. My decision is to bring them for you to judge. That's pretty much it on that. So anyhow, please, listen to what I'm saying. This is critical right now. And I hope this video gets out to everybody in Archuleta County, and people start seeing, and I'll promote it within whatever needs and means that I have. Thank God there's people that are stepping up, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart that are helping me do this, because this isn't easy. No, and I thank these brave people for standing up, because now they've got a target on their backs too. And you know what? Yeah, we should all have targets on our backs, people. They can't get us all, but by God, we can sure as hell. And that's the fear that they have, that we will organize and we will rebel. That's why they keep us separated. That's why they keep the lies and dissension on COVID or racism or the war in the Ukraine. I mean, come on, look at all these divisive measures. This is all a stage. This is to keep us disorganized and keep us from organizing. No, look at the big picture. Come on, don't be fooled by all the media and all. Yeah, step back, step away, because they have got you locked in. The frequency manipulation on these phones and way back to TVs back in the 50s and 60s began back then. And look what they done. Put your cell phone down for an hour. Walk away. Forget it. See how long you last. Hell, I even dare you to put it down for a frickin' week. and see what you do. Other than essential calls for emergencies and family and business. Put it down. Find another way. I have an old flip phone. It's not a smartphone. That's why a lot of people, I don't text because it's a distraction on the road. Remember, responsibility. Driving is a serious thing. Thousands of people lose their lives every year in one form or another because of the transportation systems that we have. So we got to take these things seriously. We got to focus our attention. When you're out there driving, frickin' drive. Go a reasonable speed and drive with safety in mind. Look at the car in front of you. Look at the car behind you. I mean, come on, it's not real hard. If the roads are rough, then go slow and save the wear and tear on your vehicle. And if the road conditions are bad, then by all means, go slow and use the right gears. I mean, these things should be already in your head. You know what to do, but we need to take responsibility for our actions. We need to start thinking that way instead of just me. Because you know, Lord knows I get passed all the time on Cat Creek Road. I get passed on Westview. I get passed on Crooked Road. Yeah. I mean, people just, they're not thinking of other people, and we need to start thinking of other people. We need to take responsibility for our actions. And that's part of common law, folks. And always tell the truth. Even if it's going to hurt you, even if it's... Tell the truth. Take responsibility. Because without that, you know, what are we to each other? We're going to be a bunch of liars and thieves and steal from each other. It kind of seems like we're kind of doing that now. I mean, I drive down around the corner down here where all the mailboxes are. For crying out loud, somebody ripped up one of the stands with the mailboxes. I don't know how many mailboxes are on it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who knows? But somebody ripped it out and stole it. And the mail, of course, the postal service said they get it back in a week. It's been going on 2. And yeah, people are bitching. They can't get their mail. You know, what are they supposed to do? And this is, you know, just one incident of not taking responsibility. Why would you want to steal the mailboxes, really? Yeah, you know, that to me is, I don't know why people do some of those things. What point is it proving? What are you accomplishing by doing that? A joke, a drunken thing, you know, just pranks, you know, but still, yeah. Bring the mailboxes back. At least let somebody install them so people can get their mail. I mean, that was... That's terrible. Well, I still got that little bit of a cough left. I guess it's never going to go away. Once it's there, it's there. Who knows how the hell I got it. I'm sure I got it from the hospital when I was down in Tucson getting that stent drilled out. And they did a great job down there. But, you know, when you're down there, I refused to wear a mask in the hospital. Everybody was bitching about it, you know, and they found out that I was taking ivermectin, you know, because I didn't want to get anything as an insurance while I was down there in this environment where everybody's sick and everybody's wearing a mask and the air isn't, you know, filtered properly. You know, I wasn't going to take a chance, and they all raised a freaking shit about it. What are you doing taking that ivermectin? What are you doing taking that? You know, it's like, well, excuse me, what? I don't have a right to do what I think is right with my body? You're trying to tell me what to do? And just because you had a white gown and have a doctor in front of your name doesn't give you that right to do that. I'm sorry. Your job is to keep us healthy and to advise us, and then it's up to us, our responsibility, to verify that that is happening, get a second opinion, and believe me, because after this last 2 years, I do not trust the hospital systems one frickin' bit. Look how they treated people. I was treated terribly at the Pagosa Hospital. I'm still thinking of filing a lawsuit against these for what they did to me when I was in there. Holy smokes. But you know what? The system is so tied that I can't find an attorney to represent me because it's not dramatic or severe enough of a case that they even want to take on. And so what does that tell you about the system? Wow. Interesting. Okay. You don't think they're all in cahoots? An attorney's not going to buck the system. Otherwise, he's never going to get anywhere in his life or make any money. And there you go. You get the who controls what. Yeah. So, and I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. But anyhow, I'm sorry that this video is so long, but, you know, I needed to get this off my chest and get it out to you because a lot of you are nervous about me and concerned that thinking I'm a radical or a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm a realist. I love my freedom. And I'm willing to sacrifice myself to make sure that my family enjoys the freedoms that I've enjoyed growing up, even though a lot of it was an illusion. But still, I want my kids and grandkids to be free, and their kids to be free, and your kids to be free, to live a life that we should be living instead of this one of servitude. Galatians 5:1. Read it on my cards. Read it on my website. We cannot no longer bow. We have to stand up. God, I'm talking too much. That's why I'm coughing. My throat's getting dry. As I come around, I'm not going to bug you anymore. I've said my piece. You all make up your own minds what you want to do. This is up to you. I'm giving you the wherewithals to get out there and do it. Come on, get behind us. I'm not going to last forever. I'm 68 years old, but I'm willing to spend my last years fighting for freedom. Are you willing to spend some time to fight for it? Yeah. Come to the Long Spur, and let's see. Let's see how many of you are willing to stand up. And hopefully, if there's packed, the house is packed, we'll do whatever we can. The weather's warming up right now, so the nights aren't too cool. Hell, we could even sit out on the patio out there, and Ronnie, bless his heart, has a microphone, and we can talk to the microphone and get everybody's attention. And you know what? Bless Ronnie for getting that for us, because we needed a microphone really bad, and he stepped up to the plate and did that. Thank you, Ronnie. And so, and everybody else out there that's working so hard. Bethany, you're like a daughter to me. Wow, you inspire me, and you still inspire me. And what has happened, maybe it was by design, but we're moving forward. And love you, hon. You kick-started this whole thing, and so I tip my hat. So I look forward to seeing you a little bit later on today. But anyhow, thank you all for listening to this. This was a long one. I'm getting on the 160 now, so please, let's see what we can do to get it back instead of bitching and complaining. Come on, get up and join with us. Yeah, let's get our numbers up into the 1,000, and then we got it made. Okay, thank you very much. Think about being a jury person, and start thinking about being a poll watcher. Those things are essential to us.